Okay, everyone, Aussie Shooter here, and today's paper has provided me with a lot of material actually to talk about, and this is one subject that I'm just absolutely fed up with, and I think Australia has a really unhealthy obsession with this, and I certainly am just really sick and tired of hearing about it. But here we are, Monday, October 14th, in the Telegraph, right there you go, and the story is fools ski close to distressed whales. There you go. As you can see the photos there, right there. Okay. Now, one of the things I really had a problem with is this author has really he's just gone too far, I think. And he starts off by saying, two animals in the photographs are having a whale of a time. The ones with fins aren't so fortunate. Straight away he starts off by calling the people on the jet ski a bunch of animals. I mean, really, if you're on a jet ski, you're jet skiing around and you see whales, I mean, what person isn't going to be curious to get a closer look? I mean, it's just normal human behavior, really. And but the photos don't show that these people were really doing anything dangerous to themselves or to the whales. But the experts disagree. And here we go. Land-based whale watching enthusiast in Newcastle watched in disbelief on Saturday as two careless jet skis followed, circled and harassed a pod of humpback whales, including at least two calves, for more than 30 minutes. At times the pair came to just within metres of the marine mammals, which are meant to be protected by a 300-metre jet ski exclusion zone off any part of the Australian coast. Now have a look at these photos again, right? There certainly isn't any proof that these people were within metres. The main photo here, you can see them, they were about 20 to 25 metres away, and then here you can see they're roughly another 20-25 metres away, and that's pretty much all the evidence they have. And you know what, I don't see a problem with that. I mean, many divers have swam with whales. I mean, there's whale watching expeditions all the time where whales get quite close to the boats, and look, I just think that this story is just taking it too far. I think it's a bit of a joke, to be honest. Anyway, they go on by saying, witnesses said that the whales were seen frequently flicking their tails in the sea, on the sea surface, which according to New South Wales National Parks and Wildlife, well, look out, national parks, mate, is one of the several indicators of them being in distress. So, I don't know about you, but pretty much most of the video and all the footage I've seen on whales, and especially when I've seen them in real life, that's pretty much all they're doing. They're swimming around, flicking their tails up in the air, and either they're in distress all of the time, but or that's just normal behaviour. But I don't know. But I just don't see the big deal in these people wanting to come closer and have a closer look, and the way that the story is written, and it's kind of sort of saying to us, trying to build this sort of mentality that the human beings are a pest, that we're a pest to all animals and we should just keep away and not have any kind of interaction with them. And I just think that just sends the wrong kind of message. So anyway, and it's certainly, by the photos, it certainly doesn't look like that these people were intending to do any kind of deliberate harm to the animals. They certainly weren't trying to ride them or harpoon them or anything like that. So I just don't see the big deal. But anyway, female humpback whales are very defensive animals and have been known to attack vessels that have come too close to their calves, he said. Okay, this is Marine Fauna Program Coordinator Jeff Ross. So, anyway, so I've got a question to ask though. Okay, well, what's going on here is we're getting a lot more whales in our area, and that's okay, it's fair enough. Okay, and then it says an estimated 18,000 humpbacks will make the migration to the Antarctic waters this year, including about 1,500 mothers with calves. The maximum penalty for people caught breaching whale exclusion zones is $5,500, Mr. Ross said. Okay, well, what I want to know is, what happens if there is a whole bunch of whales that come into Sydney Heads? What if they want to hang out in Sydney Harbour for a couple of days? What are we supposed to do? Suspend all human activity? Stop all the ferries? I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just going too far. I mean, it's just really just all these exclusion zone this, and you're not allowed to do this, and you get a fine for this. I mean, it's just a joke. And then on top of that, we're spending millions of our taxpayers' money trying to force our morality onto countries like Japan, Norway, and all the other nations that are still currently whaling. We want to spend millions of dollars of taxpayers' money forcing our views onto other people, and I just think we should just shut the hell up and stay out of other people's business. And if the people of this country want to have a marine haven for whales, then fine, let them have a marine haven for whales. But having these exclusion zones and all this other stuff, it's just absolute nonsense. Now, what happens if a whale wants to hang around Bondi Beach or Maroubra and wants to park itself close to where people are swimming or whatever it is? What's everyone supposed to do? Just everyone has to get out of the water, and then what happens if the whale wants to be there for a couple of days? No one's allowed to swim, no one's allowed to do nothing because of the whale. I mean, give me a break. It's just going out of control. It really is. And I just think Australia's obsession with whales is a really unhealthy obsession, and we should just chill the hell out. And to top it off, you got here, Mr. Ross said that National Parks and Wildlife Service officers would investigate Saturday's incident using the jet ski registration number to track down the offenders. Well, that's exactly what I want with my tax dollars. I want national parks to be chasing people with jet skis. That's exactly what I want. These people are out of control. The nanny state is just going, way too far in this country. And national parks should just stick to things that they're good at, like collecting money at the National Parks ticket office. That's pretty much all they're good at. Because they're certainly no good at controlling feral animals, or certainly no good at controlling the huge amount of weeds that have overtaken vast areas of national parks. They're not really good at those things. I bet they're great at chasing people on jet skis. They're really good at that. So it's just a joke. It's out of control. And anyway, it just needs to stop. And I can't see just a proper education campaign telling people that, look, just keep your distance from whales, respect their space. And if you just had a proper education campaign, that would be enough. I mean, I believe that the vast majority of people would just respect that, and they would do the right thing. There's absolutely no need for all these exclusion zones and huge fines and all that stuff. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, guys, what do you expect from the nanny state? Aussie Shooter here, signing out. Always fight for your rights and freedoms, and I'll catch you later.